At the beginning of the film, it tells that both parents are supreme beings who have given life. They work hard to provide a decent life, so even though they can't give anything to them yet, try to obey every good command they give. This jovial girl is Malin Lee. We call her Malin. He is now 13 years old. At school, Malin has some close friends, namely Miriam, Priya, and also Abby. Malin turns out to be a smart kid. He always gets good grades in every subject he studies, but many people don't like his annoying and smart-ass nature. But he accepted all the blasphemies that others hurled at him. Like women in general, after school the four of them stopped by to see the man she likes, namely Devin. Unfortunately, May doesn't think the same as her friends, because she prefers a boy band called Portal. Malin also reminded his friends that they were loyal fans of the boy band. Now it's time to go home to clean the house, but before they go home, they dance and Malin is given a limited edition cassette from Miriam.
She's so brainwashed.
Malin lives in the family shrine. She is also an assistant administrator at the shrine. In fact, May is demanded by her family to be smart, and it's all to make her ancestors proud. Together with her mother, May also takes care of cleaning the temple. After that, they also become guides for tourists. Today's work is over, then it is seen that the father is cooking. May saw a promotional advertisement from her favorite boy band, that they would be holding a concert tour, but her mother didn't like the band. She even thought May's friends were strange people. When she returned to her room, as usual, May was doing her schoolwork. At first it was just for fun to draw his favorite boy band members, but how come the pictures he made took a long time to even look like Devin? Because it's already done, so he continues, the image becomes bigger. Suddenly her mother entered the room. She saw May's homework book, which was full of Devin's drawings. The mother became irritated. She immediately asked her to rush to the supermarket to beat up Devin. There happened to be her school friends there. Those who were there immediately laughed at May, also thought it was strange. And of course this is a very embarrassing incident for May. It's raining outside. May falls asleep in the nightmares of Devin and his favorite boy band. When he wakes up, he turns into a red panda. May started to panic. She also messed up the whole bathroom. Her mother thought that May was getting her first period again. So that's allowed. Then May returned to the room. She tried to calm herself down. It turns out that calm makes him back to normal. Now May just has to maintain calm within herself. She returns to her usual activities. He also met up with his friends, but they found out about the embarrassing news last night, which Tyler apparently shared. May has to stay calm so she doesn't change. So he prefers to go to class to avoid the embarrassing thing. But not long after, May's calm was shattered, because her mother was lurking outside the school, and her mother's behavior caught the attention of all the students and teachers in the class. May was so embarrassed. Then he turned again into a red panda. May ran outside to escape the chaos, but mother gave chase and it caused panic in the suburbs. After causing a small accident to damage several parts of the building, May finally returned home. The mother tried to calm May. After that, she showed something. Told that their ancestors used to have a business relationship with red pandas. Long ago, when men went to war, Sun Yi, the ancestor, asked the gods to transform himself into a red panda to protect himself and his daughters, and during the red moon his wish was granted, until he succeeded in expelling the criminals, saving his family, as well as protecting his village. This ability has been passed on to the current generation, but over time, the form of the change became uncomfortable. May thinks that the blessing she gets is a curse. The mother apparently used to be like May, and now yes is fine because she carries out the ritual during the red full moon. Before carrying out the ritual, May must be able to control the emotional turmoil that comes out of her, and May only has one chance. The red moon occurs on the 25th, so May will be helped to get through a difficult time with her parents. The next day, the temple closed because of the problems they were having. May also woke up with her red panda form back. May's friend came to visit because she was worried about her condition. And it turned out that they knew that May had changed her form. After being explained, they finally understood. Then they tried to calm May, who kept crying over her fate. As friends, whatever happens to May, they try to stay there for her. It also made him calm down, and returned his human form. Even when he felt angry, his form did not change. Something from their bond of friendship could counteract that. Last May thought that they could also watch the boy band who was soon holding a concert in the city. Now is the time for May's mental testing to begin. May is tested with photos that make her emotional high, but nothing has an effect on her, because in her mind are all her friends. But even though they have seen developments that May's mother or father have never seen before, they still don't allow May to go to the concert. After that, May went straight into the room, and at that moment her grandmother called. Her grandmother already knew what had happened to her mother. The days keep changing, May returns to school as usual, May's composure is tested in sports lessons. Tyler continues to make fun of May, who is being stalked by her own mother. Suddenly this made him angry. After the incident, May was expelled from sports class. Then he took the opportunity to gather with his friends and think of ways they could go to the concert. While looking for ideas, May's friends are more passionate. They want to hug May and reform as a red panda. And this was witnessed by other students. Instead of being afraid, they actually like the shape of the red panda May, and they will give anything to hug the red panda. From here the four of them have a very brilliant idea, namely if anyone wants to meet the red panda form they have to pay. Even if it's just a photo, or getting an autograph, don't forget that they also sell red panda souvenirs. Of all the students, only Tyler was banned. Sometimes May's mother came to visit, she still didn't know what May actually did after school. The red panda has become a mascot for students at school. May continues to insist, even though her friends are feeling exhausted. The fees they collect are only a few, and the effort they generate is still not enough either. Then came Tyler, who offered a job to May. At first she didn't want to, because she had embarrassed her. But Tyler is willing to pay the red panda big bucks for his birthday. When Tyler's party is held, May gets into a bad problem. Her mother wants to come with May. Plus the aunts and grandmothers come to visit to perform the red panda release ritual. On the other hand, Tyler's party had started and was boring, while May was stuck with her family. May told the way how he kept the red panda from controlling himself, but none of them believed that May could do something like that. After the conversation, May reasoned that she was sleepy, but when she was about to leave, her grandmother came. She found a piece of red panda fur. Granny then warns May about how strong the panda is. Every time May changes into a red panda, the stronger the panda becomes. If May can't hold back, she will be stuck with the red panda form forever. And rituals will not return May's form to humans. May still goes to Tyler's house, but she's wearing a costume instead of transforming into her red panda form. She was determined not to change her form anymore, but seeing her friends sad that they couldn't see the concert, May decided that this was her last change. Then the party begins. The grandmothers prefer to stay at the hotel rather than bother May's family. And before leaving, the grandmother asked that Mrs. May not let her child go. All went to rest, but the mother had time to enter the room to make sure her child. And all that was hidden by May was exposed too. May isn't in her room. The show was a success. The money they collected for the concert was more than necessary. The girls are happy with the result of their hard work. Then heard the news from the radio they brought. The announcer announced that the Portal concert would be held on May 25th, which coincided with the ritual night of the Red Panda mail-in. Hearing the news they panicked, plus Tyler insulted Mai in the temple, which had been guarded by May and his mother. Mai was getting angry. She also did not accept it. Then May hurt Tyler until he cried. Luckily not long after, May's mother came and Tyler's parents, who knew about the tragedy, broke up the party. Mother blamed Mai's friends. She thought that her friend had influenced May, even though it was May herself who forced her to do it all. And what's worse, instead of defending or admitting his guilt, Mai is silent and looks away, as if innocent. The night of the Portal concert arrives. Miriam, Priya and Abby still watch the concert without May. On the other hand, May and the elders are preparing to carry out the ritual. While getting ready, May's father goes down to the basement, where he finds evidence of footage of Maylin with their friends transforming into their red panda forms. Then he approached May to talk privately. May's father told me that in the past, May's mother also behaved the same as May now. In fact, he almost destroyed the entire temple with his red panda form. It was all because Grandma disapproved of their relationship. Then the ritual begins. May is brought to the center of the circle, then the people around her sing songs. May's job is to keep up with the rhythm, and keep up with the rhythm. The full moon is fully circular, the wind comes blowing between them. Mei enters another world, where she is led by the wind and meets her ancestor Sun Yi. Her ancestor made a circle of mirrors that Mei had to go through, because behind the mirror, there was Mei without her red panda form. Mei tries hard to penetrate the mirror, then with the help of the chairman, the red panda's spirit begins to be sucked into the locket. But when she wants to succeed, Mei remembers the time when she turned into a red panda. Finally he failed the ritual and returned with the red panda. Mei was happy with what she had decided, then she tried to get out of the temple. All those who held him could not stand it, making the pendant belonging to the earth crack and took out his red panda spirit. Mei kept running towards the concert, through the crowds of the city. It can be seen that he has also succeeded in fully controlling his changes from every building he has jumped on, but has gone straight into the concert stadium, then joined his friends. Mei apologizes for not standing up for them that time, because she was too obsessed with following all the orders in order to please her mother. He really doesn't want to disappoint his mother, but on the one hand he doesn't want to lose his friends. Continuing there they also met Tyler who often insulted him, now licking his own spit. Tyler seems to be a fan of the boy band too. From outside the stadium, you can see a giant red panda. Guest Star already has a stage, the concert becomes even more lively. Immediately everyone was shocked when they saw a giant figure peeking from outside the stadium. It turned out to be Mei's mother in her red panda form. After realizing that, they just dispersed in fear. Father with aunt and grandmother Mei also come to the stadium. Mei's mother destroys all concert props. She catches Mei to take her home. But Mei fights back, and admits to everyone that it was she who had the idea to make money using red pandas. And also the idea of going to Tyler's party. Everything is of my own will. Hearing this, Mei's mother became even more angry. Then Grandma Mei had an idea to perform a ritual, so Mei's job was to keep her mother busy so that Lama would be in the circle made by her father. The effect of the fall of Mei's mother threw everything around her. The red full moon is almost over, but Mother Mei's body is not inside the circle. Mei tried with all her might to get her mother into the circle, then the grandmother saw this. She couldn't bear it, she didn't want to see her child's form continue to become a red panda. Until he decided to change himself again. The ants also helped them both. The ritual leader is already above, while the elders are trying hard to pull the body of my mother while chanting rhythms. They were also assisted by Mei's friends by using a mic. Seeing that, boy band Portal also sing along. When the ritual leader emits a laser from his sword, Mei enters the dimension and meets her mother when she was young. He was blaming himself for hurting his mother. What he feels is the same as what he is feeling now. He is fed up with all the demands made by their parents. Mei tries to calm her mother down. She takes her to the circle of mirrors and meets the others there. Now they line up to return to their human form. Mei didn't follow their lead, preferring to keep the red panda spirit inside her body. Now Mei's mother realizes that every child has their own choice. Then Sun Yi respected Mei's decision. Since the tragedy of the giant red panda that destroyed the stadium, people have been talking about it. After that the Li family returned to life as usual to serve at the temple. They also use red panda Mei to attract visitors, so they can reimburse the cost of the damaged stadium. And the movie is over.